Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a great day. If you haven't already, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Drop a comment below letting me know that you're here with me, and smash that subscribe button. That way you could always see all of my other pieces of content that become available as soon as it becomes available. So let's go ahead and get into it. As you can tell from this title, we're going to be diving into keeping the kid in you alive. So what that means is no matter how old that you get, never forget the little kid in you, because that kid has gotten you through so many things, and that kid in you will also keep things exciting for you. So without further ado, let's take a little deeper of a dive. What do I mean by that? So for example, me, I'm 28 years old. You are probably, I don't know, let me know how old you are in the comments so that I know. But regardless, the kid in you is someone who probably was a protector, probably was somebody who was full of life, somebody who was adventurous. What I mean by protector is, some people might have an opinion that kids should not have to be the protector, which in some cases or more or most, that is true. But everybody didn't have the same childhood. Everybody didn't have the same upbringing. So some people may have had to deal with situations as a child where they had to find ways to protect themselves. Maybe they weren't in the most loving environments. Maybe they just were dealing with narcissistic parents where they always just were on defense. They just had to just protect themselves. Maybe verbally they had to protect themselves, maybe physically they had to protect themselves. So the kid in you is a protector for the most part, and the kid in you is also someone who is still curious, still adventurous, and still full of life, because there's just so many new things that as a kid you just have not seen yet, you have not explored yet, you have not experienced yet. So that part of you is very important to keep into your adulthood, because as you get older, as you experience adult things like paying bills, paying rent, paying all of these things, it seems like everything nowadays in your adulthood is a bill. All of these things, and then on top of that, managing your household, managing your relationships, your friendships, your career, all of these things can be a lot. So, remembering the kid in you that is still adventurous and full of life, aside from those things that can be so serious, aside from those adult things, you have to remember to find your passions. You have to remember to have hobbies. You have to just remember to do things just for fun. It seems so simple, but in this life, there could be so many things that a person is dealing with where they literally forget to just do things for the fun of it. And so that's why I want to remind you guys to keep the kid in you alive, because when it comes to protecting yourself, also protect the kid in you who in retrospect protected themselves. You want to make sure you're protecting the kid in you, because this life can drain you if you allow it to. But in remembering the kid in you and remembering the things that made them happy, remembering the things that they did for fun, or maybe just the things that they were curious about, those things are going to bring you a light that you maybe forgot was even there. So for me, that light was acting, modeling, just all around entertainment. That is what I love. I found passion in that very early. And I literally remember when I was young, I was maybe 7 years old, I had my parents ask me, hey, what do you see yourself doing when you get older? And at the time, I responded back saying that I wanted to be an actress, not knowing that there was a difference between actor and actress at the time. They laughed at me, whatever. fast forward until today, or even just before today, when I was in high school, I was 17 years old. I starred in my first movie. I had a starring role as a supporting actor. That movie is on Tubi, so if you want to check it out, it's called Water Is Not Enough, and you will see me play the role of Steven. So yeah, so I was only 17 years old when I filmed that movie. I was still in high school. It was a great experience, and it was literally the start of just something great for me. It was a start to what I saw that I could do. It was a nice way to just see my potential. I did have other projects after that, but that one particularly is just so important for me because it was really just like a groundbreaking, like pivotal moment for me. However, as I got older, as I got more responsibilities, it literally just seemed like I had to put the things that made me happy to the side because I had other responsibilities like paying rent. Rent was not getting any cheaper. It was literally getting more expensive. And yeah, so I had to just figure out ways on how to pay my bills. Unfortunately, at that time, acting was so sporadic. Yes, I would get gigs here and there, which were great opportunities. However, it was just so sporadic, it was not consistent. Modeling, I love modeling. I was getting gigs at that time. Unfortunately, it was just not enough gigs to be consistent and cover my expenses. So what I was looking for was stability, and I basically had to pivot, and I had to just find something else to do that was going to bring me a level of stability to cover my expenses, cover my lifestyle. And so with that being said, I did find something. I decided to get into property management. Unfortunately, that kind of sucked the life out of me. And I don't want to use those terms. I don't even want to say it like that. But it's the truth. I'm happy to have that experience for the things that I'm able to use, like the tools, the knowledge that I got from that experience. I've got a property of my own, so as I continue to get more properties, then I can take that property management experience and apply that to all of my other pieces of real estate. So that's why I appreciate that experience. But as I was going through it, it was kind of hard because, yeah, I just felt like I was not happy. And I really hate to say that, but I'm really just being honest with you guys because y'all are my besties. But yeah, so fast forward to today, I want to encourage you and remind you to keep that kid alive. That's literally a reminder that I had to tell myself. Continue to do the things that made you happy before you got caught up in the hustle and bustle of life. Before you had to wake up every day and say, let me go get this bread. What were you doing? What made you happy? What were your hobbies? What are some things that you're curious about? Like, do you want to travel? Do you want to travel? Do you want to start that project? See it all the way through? Like, what do you want to do? Like, get back to that. Get to know that kid in you again, because the hustle and bustle of life can make you forget, the hustle and bustle of life can be very draining, but I just want to remind you and I want to encourage you that there are still some fun things in life, and to make that kid in you happy again, because they deserve it. So let me know if this video resonated with you. Give this video a thumbs up and drop a comment below. Let us know your story. If there's anything that you want me to touch on particularly for my next video, let me know in the comments. And as always, don't forget to smash that subscribe button so that you're always going to be up to date with all of my new content. Thank you guys, I love you, and I hope you can continue to come to me as your bestie for advice, for guidance, or just inspiration. I am here for you. I want you to do well. I want to see you do well, and I know you can. So again, I love you. Until next time, bye guys.